I met Lena on a cloudy afternoon at the old bus stop near the library. She stood with a book pressed to her chest, eyes bright, waiting with calm patience. I noticed her smile before anything else. It felt gentle, like a promise I did not yet understand. We talked because the bus was late and silence felt too heavy. Words came easily. We laughed softly. From that day, we began to meet often, walking between classes, sharing tea, learning each other's small habits. Lena loved photos. She loved capturing moments, light, streets, and faces. She carried her phone like a treasure. She took pictures of sunsets, cups, shoes, and strangers who agreed with a nod. One evening, she lifted her phone toward us and paused. Her smile faded. She lowered it slowly and said she would rather take pictures alone. I felt a quiet sting, but said nothing. I thought she was shy. Days passed. We grew closer through talks and long walks. I listened to her dreams. She wanted to travel, to write, to be seen. I wanted simple things, steady work, peace, and someone to share mornings. We were different, yet gentle with each other. When I asked again for a photo together, she hesitated. Then she spoke words that shook me. She said she could not take photos with me unless I used a face-tuning app. I laughed at first, thinking it was a joke. Her eyes did not laugh. She explained that images mattered online. She said people judged quickly. She said the app would help just a little. I felt my chest grow heavy. I had never thought my face needed fixing. I asked if she felt ashamed of me. She shook her head and said she cared, but she feared cruel comments. Silence fell between us like cold rain. That night, I walked home alone, feeling smaller than before. I stared at mirrors I passed, searching for flaws I never questioned. I thought of my parents, who taught me to stand straight and speak true. I thought of Lena, kind and thoughtful, yet afraid. My heart argued with itself. Love asks for patience, but it also asks for honesty. I did not sleep much. Morning arrived with a pale light and unanswered questions. The next day, Lena sent messages filled with worry. She said she was sorry if she hurt me. She said she was under pressure to appear perfect. I replied slowly, choosing words with care. I told her I could not change my face to fit a screen. I told her I wanted to be seen as I was. She asked for time. I agreed, though waiting felt like standing on a thin bridge. Weeks passed. We met less. When we did, something fragile sat between us. We still talked, still shared tea, but laughter came late. One afternoon, she showed me a photo of herself, edited smooth and bright. She looked beautiful, yet distant, like a painting behind glass. I asked if she felt happy. She shrugged and said happiness came later, after approval. Her words broke my heart quietly. Then came a festival in the city square. Lights hung like stars. Music drifted softly. Lena met me there, wearing simple clothes and tired eyes. She held her phone, but did not lift it. We walked among people, sharing stories of childhood. She told me about being teased when young, about learning to hide flaws before others found them. I listened with care and respect. I understood her fear, though it still hurt. At the center of the square, she stopped. She took a deep breath and faced me. She said she was tired of running from herself. She said love should feel safe, not edited. She asked if I could forgive her fear. I said forgiveness was easy, but trust needed time. She nodded, accepting the truth. She put her phone away and smiled, a real smile, imperfect and alive. Days later, she posted a photo online, unedited, showing her true face and a quiet street behind her. Comments came, some kind, some sharp. She did not delete them. She told me she felt free. We were not in the photo together, but I felt closer to her than before. We were learning, slowly, how to stand in light without hiding. Our story did not end quickly or cleanly. There were moments of doubt and long talks under dim lamps. There were steps forward and steps back. Yet hope stayed. We chose patience.
We chose to grow.
Love, we learned, is not about perfect images. It is about seeing, staying, and believing that being real is enough. Time moved in careful circles after that evening. We did not rush to define what we were. We allowed days to teach us again. Lena started writing short notes about ordinary things, like rain on stone and the sound of buses at dawn. She shared them with me before sharing them anywhere else. I felt honored, like a keeper of something tender. I shared my own fears, about work, about failing quietly, about being forgotten. We listened without trying to fix each other. One morning, she asked if I would walk with her to a small park near the river. The trees were thin, and winter had not fully left. We sat on a bench and watched the water move. She spoke about destiny as if it were a path that bends when people are brave. She said she wanted to choose courage more often. I said courage grows when someone stands beside you. Our hands rested near each other, not touching, respectful and calm. As months passed, Lena changed the way she used her phone. She still loved photos, but she waited for honest light. She photographed hands holding books, shoes by doors, and faces with lines and stories. She asked permission more carefully. She learned to see beauty without smoothing it away. I watched with quiet pride. I learned too, seeing myself with kinder eyes, letting go of harsh judgments that were never mine to begin with. There were setbacks. One day, a cruel message shook her confidence. She cried, not loudly, but with deep breaths that came too fast. I sat with her and spoke simple truths. I told her that pain does not get to decide our worth. She listened, then repeated the words as if practicing a new language. We took a walk after, slow and steady, until the world felt wider again. A year passed. Seasons turned. We celebrated small victories, like her first published piece and my new job that paid just enough. We shared meals and plans. We argued sometimes about time, about expectations, about fears returning in new shapes. Each time, we returned to the same place, choosing respect and patience. Love became less dramatic and more durable, like a road repaired carefully after storms. On an anniversary of our first meeting, we returned to the old bus stop. The library doors were still heavy. The sky was clear this time. Lena lifted her phone and looked at me. She did not ask me to change anything. She asked if I was ready. I nodded. She took a photo of us standing side by side, looking forward, not posing, just present. The moment felt honest and complete. She did not post it right away. She saved it for herself. Later, she showed me the image. We looked ordinary and true. I felt a quiet joy settle in my chest. We understood then that the journey mattered more than the picture. What we had built could not be tuned or filtered. It had been earned through listening, forgiveness, and hope that stayed when fear knocked. Our story continues beyond pages and screens. It lives in choices made daily. It lives in the courage to be seen and the kindness to see others. We learned that love does not ask us to disappear. It asks us to arrive, as we are, and to stay. Sometimes I think about the moment when her words first shocked me, and I see it now as a doorway. Pain opened it, but understanding walked us through. If she had not spoken honestly, we might have smiled politely and grown apart. Truth, even when sharp, gave us a chance to grow stronger. We learned to speak early, to listen longer, and to pause before fear took control. Lena began mentoring younger students who felt invisible online. She told them stories, not rules. She shared her mistakes and her recovery. She taught them to question voices that profit from doubt. Watching her, I felt inspired. I volunteered at the library helping with reading hours. Children asked questions with brave eyes. Their honesty reminded me why real faces matter. The world felt softer when we chose service. There were evenings when we dreamed aloud. We talked about a home with light, about shelves of books, about quiet mornings. We did not rush the future. We respected timing. When worries returned, we named them and set them down together. Patience became a shared language. Destiny, we decided, is not a sudden gift. It is built from many small agreements kept. One rainy night, the power went out across the neighborhood. We lit candles and listened to the storm. Lena read one of her notes out loud. It was about learning to trust mirrors again. Her voice trembled, then steadied. I told her how proud I was. She smiled, eyes shining, unedited and brave. In that moment, I knew that love had changed us both. If someone asked what saved our story, I would say it was humility. We admitted fear. We chose hope. We did not demand perfection. We honored the slow work of becoming. And when photos appear now, they are reminders, not measures. They show two people learning to stand in their own skin, together without hiding. Years from now, I believe we will look back with gentle smiles. We will remember confusion and courage in equal measure. We will remember how patience felt like work and hope felt like rest. We will remember that heartbreak taught us boundaries and trust taught us freedom. Above all, we will remember choosing each other without conditions. When people ask about love, we will not speak loudly. We will speak simply. We will say that love is seeing clearly and staying kind. It is refusing to trade a human heart for approval. It is learning that worth is not earned by pixels or praise, but lived through care. Our path will keep bending. New fears will appear. New joys will arrive quietly. We will keep walking, side by side, with open eyes. And if a camera lifts someday, it will only capture what already exists, two imperfect lives moving forward, honest, hopeful, and real. I carry gratitude for the lesson hidden in shock. It taught me to protect my dignity without closing my heart. It taught Lena to trust herself without armor. Together we learned that sacrifice does not mean shrinking. It means offering time, patience, and courage. Destiny met us when we were ready to tell the truth and stay present. Hope stayed because we invited it daily. And so our love remains quiet and strong, like a promise kept in ordinary hours. The world keeps changing, but our choice endures. We choose honesty when fear whispers. We choose patience when progress slows. We choose hope when doubts gather. In these choices, love grows steady. Not loud, not perfect, but true. And truth, we learned, is the most beautiful image anyone can share. This is our ending and our beginning. A simple promise to see and be seen. To walk without filters. To wait when needed. To believe that real faces, real stories, and real love are enough. Today and tomorrow, together. We step forward gently, carrying lessons, courage, and compassion, trusting time, truth, and each other always. With calm, hearts united. Enduring hope,